the highlights of this Pool B match from Potchefstroom between South Africa and Kenya, of course, all part of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2003. A very important game, this one, for South Africa after they lost the first one, and it's the first game in this tournament for Kenya. Conditions here in Potchefstroom are absolutely magnificent. If you look at the table of Pool B, Canada, after their surprise winner, at number 1, Sri Lanka at 2, West Indies at 3, just ahead of South Africa, Kenya at 5, yet to get off the mark with the points as well, and New Zealand, and then Bangladesh. A reminder, of course, the top 3 qualify for the Super Sixes. Then, of course, it's the semi-finals and the final. Now, if we look at the teams, South Africa have chosen Gary Kirsten, Herschel Gibbs. It's pretty much a similar side that was playing against the West Indies, except for one change. Right at the bottom, Charles Langerfeldt has replaced Alan Donald, who was out of sorts in that first game, so he gets a run. And Kenya, pretty much the side we expected. Experience with Asif Karim, 39 years of age, left-arm orthodox spinner, back in the lineup. And Steve Tokolo, of course, is their star player, and he is the skipper. So Kenya won the toss and they elected to bat. Let's pick up the action and join our commentators Barry Richards and Tony Gregg.
So it looks as if Sean Pollock is going to have the first go with that new ball.
Big job to do, the openers. If they can see off a little bit of the South African new ball. You see 50 matches for Otieno, so he's been around quite some time. Actually, they've had quite a settled side for a long time now. I think they play in the Champions Trophy, almost a very, very similar side, maybe 1 or 2 changes.
And here we go, Sean Pollock. And the ball swinging away quite wide outside off stump.
No gully, Tony. I think that they also should be attacking the Kenyans.
Ravinder Shah is opening the batting for Kenya. Thinking, oh, this is going to be a run out. It's got to be, but it's the stumps. It will be. Oh, yes, he's hit the stumps. What a start. Gibbs has pulled off a little blinder. Gibbs picked the ball up, no one back at the stumps because the bowler was following through. Gibbs took it nice and slowly and he just lobbed it back at the stumps. It hit the base of the stumps, and so Kenya have lost their first wicket.
Brilliant fielding from Herschel Gibbs. It really was. Real mix-up. There was always going to be a little bit of a mix-up. Shah didn't call quick enough. He was looking for the run there, but then his partner was well committed before he said no. Herschel Gibbs had to turn and throw, and it's not easy because your body weight's going one way. You've got to throw it the other. Otieno, though, has been run out brilliantly by Gibbs. 4 for 1.
Brijal Patel is the new batsman. This is a slight change to the original batting order, and allowing that one to go through to the keeper. Well, Barry, in situations like this, I suppose what sides do is send someone in who can lift the run rate a little bit. Is this one of those pinch hitter moves?
Yeah, I think it is. He's actually not a bad player. He has the run out. Shah, I think, indicated that he was going to run, and Herschel Gibbs summed up the situation really well. Took a little bit of time. Well done by Mackay and Tini. You see him duck out of the way. The ball could easily have hit him because it all happened at quite a high speed. Beautifully played, mind you. And yet there's a run out.
Oh, and that's out. That's caught behind. Big Nick. He's walking as well. No need for the umpire to give him out. I like to see that sort of thing in cricket these days. A big nick through to the keeper, taken very low down, so Pollock now has struck at 7 for 2.
Big trouble for Kenya. Good delivery from Sean Pollock. Bowled the bounce of the ball before, just got him thinking about the short delivery. Then got his man on the move. He's still on the move as he plays the shot. Nice little nick, little extra bounce. Boucher loves those. Very easy with the gloves on. Makes no mistake. Kenya in deep trouble. Patel's out, 7 for 2.
Steve Tokolo, the best player in this Kenyan side, an average of 30 and a strike rate of 74 runs per 100 balls. So they really do need him to come to the party here. Kenya in all sorts of trouble. They chose to bat first today, 7 for 2. A wicket apiece to Pollock, a wicket to Pollock and a run out to Herschel Gibbs. Let's have another look at this dismissal. Just a little bit of movement.
Beautifully bowled again, right on the seam, just brushing the top of the bat and the bottom of the glove on the thumb. Thank you very much.
he's dropped it, has he? It's dropped. Yes, it's gone down. Now, Boucher should have caught that. Those are the sort of catches against the big guns that you've got to take, and he won't be happy. He sets high standards for himself. That was a drop catch which should have been taken by Boucher. He got, well, he might have even got both gloves on it. Let's have a look.
I think it just dipped on him. Watch how it dipped. It dipped and swung away. You could see the seam up, but yeah, I think he should have taken it. Certainly at international level you should have, but it just swung about 6 feet away from his gloves. And to try and make that late adjustment, didn't do it.
No good bouncer. It stirred up Mackay and Tini a little bit. So dropped by Boucher. You're certainly right about a little bit of dip and a little bit of swerve out, I think. But he was going with it. He looked as if he'd read it, and down he went. He just didn't get it in the right place in the glove. That's well played. He's got that past Jonty Rhodes. Will this be a 4? It's going to get to the rope. Yes, it does. First boundary of the Kenyan innings.
Good one too. A little bit of width here from Sean Pollock, and it's nicely played by Shah. Just defeated Jonty Rhodes, but good timing. Plays that shot well. That's one of his favourites. Square of the wicket. Ball nice and hard, and it's come right off the middle.
Oh, he's gone, trying to go over the top. It's out. Third wicket down for Kenya. Well, just as you said that, it was a poor shot, mistimed, straight to Gary Kirsten, and Pollock gets his second.
Plenty of indiscretion on the part of the Kenyan captain, Tikolo, looking to try and get over the head of Kirsten there. There was not much need at this stage, and he managed to just find the hands of Kirsten. It's quite safe. So big wicket for South Africa. The main Kenyan batsman, Tikolo, he goes. Timed his jump, Kirsten, and Tikolo goes. Tikolo goes for 3. That's the third wicket down for 26.
Well, introduction of Hitesh Modi, left-handed batsman. Experienced player as well. Has 41 appearances for Kenya, averages 25.8. Hasn't reached 1,000 runs yet. His highest 78. That's the reason he's there. Comfortable catch for Gary Kirsten. And more importantly, the big wicket of Steve Tikolo. So, introduction of Charles Langerveld. Big day for him here, Charles Langerveld. It's his first attempt at the World Cup stage. He replaced Alan Donald, of course. Didn't play at Newlands. And just played 4 matches. One of the reasons that they may have selected Charles Langerveld is because of the 4 matches, he's played 3 against Kenya, including 4 for 21, his best in Cape Town. So he'll be confident here. He's done well against them in the past.
Straight away generating a little bit of pace.
Callis. Oh, he's leading edge. Almost got through to the backward point. A real chase on. This is surprising. This ball has raced away off that edge. Almost got to the boundary for 4. 3 runs taken.
The delivery certainly turned around Ravinder Shah. Landed around middle and leg, and Shah looking to work it on the onside. Just got the leading edge, but the ball just sped through. Just pulling it off short of the boundary. See, what Kenya needs is a big partnership at this stage. Both these players have to stay together. Partnership. Just 12 runs of 29 balls. It really doesn't matter the number of balls utilized at this stage. They need to try and settle in, get a measure of the pitch, come to terms with it.
Nicely played.
Gary Kirsten. Important to do the Kenyan batsmen rotate the strike often. They want to get put on a big partnership. It's important, especially that Modi, Shah's in there. He's gone 25. Modi's just on 3. Faced 13 deliveries, getting himself in nicely. But that's the key. Rotate the strike. Get the runs on the board ticking. Nicely played. Beautiful. He'll get 4 for this one. Beautiful square drive.
That certainly appears to be Ravinder Shah's trademark shot. Just gets up to the pitch of it. As you would see, good feet position and times it well, beating the point fielder. He jabs on it a bit, but again the bottom hand coming into play gives it direction.
The moment he hit it there, he knew it was going to hit the boundary ropes. Good time of the ball as well, Shah. It's wide of keeper Boucher. That'll run away for another boundary. Welcome boundary as well for the Kenyans.
So useful runs once again for the Kenyans. Khalis straying down leg side and Ravinder Shah getting a little bit of bat there. Just enough to go wide off the diving wicket keeper. So productive over for the Kenyans.
Nicely played, beautifully played through the mid-wicket area. Might actually get 4 here. There's the chase on. Very well done. Pollock's done superbly. Get through for 3 comfortable runs. And that brings up the 50 for the Kenyans. These two have played nicely. Shah moves on to 33 and Modi on to 6. And to take you through the next half hour, Mike Hazeman and Tony Gregg.
Thank you, Imran. Yes, have a look at this again. These guys do this so well these days, don't they? Another example of South Africans saving another run. Well, nicely played. He's whipped that one off his thigh. It's running away to the boundary. Will it get there? Yes, it will. That's a very good shot. Nicely played away by Ravinder Shah on the leg side. The ball was offline a bit. He used the pace.
He's playing well now, Ravinder Shah. He's moved to 38. This is his 5th boundary, and just a little bit leg side from Khalis and just flicking it away. Work to be done down there, but not quite quick enough for another boundary. So good shot. Nice turn of the wrists, right off the middle. Nice little wristy shot from Ravinder Shah.
And that's the ground here. It's a lovely facility. It really is. And packed out today. In the air, and again well played. This will beat the fieldsman, will it? No, it won't. Nicely fielded. That was very difficult. Langeveld is down there on the boundary. He did well. That was a difficult bounce for him. Once again, an untidy throw. They're not getting it back to the keeper very well at the moment, the South Africans. But another good shot.
Certainly was. Langeveld does well. It's not the quickest. He's a burly or fast bowler, is Shah Langeveld. Nice stop in the end, just moving pretty briskly around to his left. And then in the end, just not tight enough at the death of the throat.
There's a short delivery. There are 2 men back on the leg side. Obviously, they reckon there might be a few pull shots played. That's the end of the over. It's 58 for 3. It's nicely played. Not much of a gap there, but he's got it into the gap, and this one too is running down. Oh, what a bit of fielding that was again. Oh, this is fantastic stuff. Obviously, the special rope that they've got here, which collapses when you arrive, makes it a little easier to go over the top of it. Have a look at this.
Threaded the needle for starters, and it was Buttadipana who chased after it. Jonty Rhodes has given up at this stage, then suddenly realised that Butta's got a chance, and that is real desperation stuff. That really is terrific. And Jonty Rhodes in the end eventually tidies up and gets it back. 3 great stops now from South Africa. Certainly have saved some runs. Thuns up there from Buttadipana. Brings Ravinder Shah back on strike.
So Ravinder on 42, Modi 9. The run rate.
Jonty Rhodes. He's always alive at that region at backward point. 4 runs from the over, 62 for 3. Averaging 28 with the bat, that's good effort, and 74 wickets at 33.
It's in the air, and he's got him. That's the end of that. Well, if you want to sweep a guy who's getting a bit of turn and just a little bit of bounce in the first over he comes on, you're asking for trouble. And as a result of trying to play that shot, that, I'm afraid, is the end of Modi.
Bounce is always the spinner's best friend, and Nicky Bier just took a couple of balls to get his line right, and then suddenly plugged in at just outside the line of off stump. Nice little loop through the air, a little bit of extra bounce. There it is, trying to smother that ball, not doing so, and Sean Pollock is the man at backward square. The skipper himself takes a very, very simple catch, so that's another wicket down for Kenya, and they're in pretty deep trouble at the moment. Top 4 batsmen gone, 62 for 4.
Morris Odumbi is the new batsman, a batting average of 23, never scored 100, and a big ask from him today. Kenya in trouble at 62 for 4.
Bit of a partnership between Ravinder Shah and Hitis Modi, but this is the downfall of Modi. Just a simple catch to Sean Pollock at 45 on the leg side, and Nicky Bier striking in his first over, so that'll certainly assist his confidence. How's that? The cry from Nicky Bier, and the celebrations begin. So 4 for 62 now, Kenya, after 17 overs and 5 deliveries.
In the air, and no one there. They've had a third slip in most of the day, and that one went flying away, although I don't mind seeing a shot like that. I think that the Kenyan side have got to be pretty aggressive with anything outside that off stump. That's their best chance of registering a decent score.
Moves to 46 now, Ravinder Shah, looking to play that one back with a square on the offside. He certainly did, but it went a lot finer than he thought it would, or that he wanted to go, and it raced away for another boundary. That's his 6-4 to Ravinder Shah, but just the one slip now, Jacques Callis, after having 3 initially, and I would have thought that maybe another slip might have been the go at 4 down.
Just outside the line, I would have thought. Not a convincing appeal, almost just a query, really.
Ravinder Shah is not one of those players who generally gets a good stride in. He generally tends to play from the crease, doesn't go well forward or right back. It's a reasonable stride from him this occasion, and just a bit of a shuffle there. Just a half stride, but just outside the line. Coming back a fraction, but enough doubt. He's a tall man. Give not out.
Oh, well fielded. That's so frustrating. Oh, and he's whipped it back over the top. I think that Ravinder Shah might have thought that's it, another 50 under my belt, but it wasn't to be. Jonty, absolutely magnificent.
Wanting to stop that single. Doesn't want Ravinder Shah to get his 50, and that is magnificent.
Oh! That's it. This time he gets it. That's very well played. That's 9 50s so far in his career. 3 against South Africa. It's also the end of the over. So 72 for 4. Ravinder Shah getting some well-deserved applause here.
Whoops. Mark Batcher nearly got his revenge. He's dropped one, and that was the man who's batting. And I think he thought for a moment it had got past Boucher, but it just cannoned into the ground. And Boucher, quick as a flash, but just not quite quick enough.
Just look at Shah, just to take off for the single, but quickly realizing that Boucher has got to the ball quicker than what he thought.
Oh, he was slow off the boundary, Lance Klusener. Oh, and then he might have got him. Oh, yes. Beautiful throw he made up. Klusener was slow to get to the ball, but made up with the throw. What a beauty. Straight over the stumps. He accelerated by doing it on the bounce off the hard part of the wicket. They are celebrating, and I think he's gone.
Ravinder Shah, in fact, might say, oh, yes, he's gone. There's no doubt about that. Ravinder Shah, fine innings. He was looking for the second there. And just had to hesitate and turn around while the throw came in hard and flat.
But I'm afraid he's got to go.
A big disappointment for Kenya and Ravinder Shah. What a way to go. He's played so well. But being run out, looking for the second, it's a huge disappointment for him. So big wicket for South Africa, as he was a man, Ravinder Shah was holding the batting together, and a very useful innings coming to an end.
It's a good shot, angling into the pads. He weighted it beautifully. He always thought there was two. Klusener was slow off the fence, but then look at the throw come in, absolutely on the bounce. Summed it up. I think Shah thought it was going the other end. Caught him short. Good cricket from the South Africans. Good batting from Shah, but he's got to go for 60. 92 for 5. Thomas Adoya comes to the crease.
Big sweep. That may run all the way. Beautiful shot. He's going to get 4 for that.
30 overs gone. 105 for 5 at the moment. Very, very good sweep shot. This one very well controlled. This is the boundary they needed. This is the style of Maurice Dumbi and also Thomas Adoya. They like to play their strokes.
Catch it!
Oh, that's going to be out. Well, Gibbs, where have we seen that before? But one hand up, manages to take the pace off the ball and then just manages to hold on to it to secure the catch. Well, blow here for Kenya. They lose their 6th wicket.
I would imagine people watching this TV screen at this stage, when Herschel Gibbs took this catch, their hearts would have been in their throat. He's always very cool, calm and collected, Gibbs. We remember back to '99, the World Cup. It's a catch where he has to leap high for, doesn't quite get it, and then just decides just to toss it around and juggle a little bit. Very, very cool, calm and collected, Gibbs. He's taken the catch in the end, and that's a huge blow because Maurice Dumbi is a very fine player. The former skipper goes. He made 16, and now 105 for 6.
Kenya in trouble. 30.4 overs. 105 for 6. Brings Colin Zabuya to the middle. He'll be joining Thomas Adoya, and so another of the experienced players had to make his way back to the pavilion. The previous captain, Maurice Dumbi. Colin Zabuya just averaging 13.4. 148 runs in total at this level.
He's quite a tidy leg spinner, Colin Zabuya. Here's another look at that juggle, that catch from Herschel Gibbs. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't see the other ones, but at least half a dozen, I reckon, in the end. And Maurice Dumbi realised that he just missed out on getting over the top of Gibbs and getting a couple of runs, but he's on his way.
There's a big shout here. The end goes up. Yes, it's another wicket here. This time Klusener strikes OBW, and Kenya lose their 7th.
Umpire Wijewardena had no doubt whatsoever. That finger was up pretty sharply. Lance Klusener has bowled extremely well here at the moment. He's put the brakes on. He's now picked up a couple of wickets, and the last one LBW. So a very, very good performance from Klusener. Mark Boucher standing up the stumps adds a bit of pressure. He's not very wide on this occasion, which is a key, and it's not the off-kite, it's the stock delivery, and there is no doubt whatsoever. Just hitting the front of the front pad and rolling onto the back pad, and Wijewardena almost went up with Lance Klusener and Mark Boucher. So another wicket goes down for Kenya. Colin Zabuya this time. He goes for naught. Just lasted the one delivery, and 105 for 7 now, Kenya.
Makes his way to the middle. Doesn't have a very good average. 7.7 only. Best score 16 not out. But more importantly, pressure here because Lance Klusener is on a hat-trick.
And he's been supported by Sean Pollock. In fact, there's going to be some more movement. Jonty Rhodes is now coming close into a short cover position. Sean Pollock himself has gone to slip. Herschel Gibbs has gone to a short mid-wicket. So here we go. Can he pick up a hat-trick?
Oh, it's down leg. He's got to tickle onto that one. That'll run away for 4. And it's wide. So not a very good delivery from Lance Klusener on a hat-trick. It's the end of... oh, there's one wide. So obviously not the end of the over.
Not a good delivery on a hat-trick. It's a shocker on a hat-trick. It's the last place you want to bowl. He's got a right grin on his face, Lance Klusener.
Oh, well bowled. Oh, Mark Boucher is having absolute shocker behind the stumps. Well, it was a stumping chance early on, and now this one off the outside edge of the bat.
Mark Boucher scrambling, it turns, very well bowled from Nicky Bias, certainly an outside edge, a bit of a deflection. He tries to scramble it again as the ball goes towards the ground, but can't do so. 2 catches and a stumping now, missed by Boucher.
Here's the big hit, he's gone for it. And that's going to go way over the top for 6. Very good strike from Adoyo.
That's the Thomas Adoyo we know. He likes playing his strokes. Nicky Bias has been quite keen to float the ball up to him and allow him to do that. He has a man back at long off, but Thomas Adoyo this time swings it over the square leg region for 6. Very, very fine blow. He's got a big piece of willow, gets down on that one knee, bang, doesn't have to move an inch.
Oh, this one's gone up into the air and should be out. Easy catch for Pollock. 8 down for Kenya, and a disaster year for them. 120 for 8.
Lance Klusener is exploiting these conditions beautifully. That was the off-cutter. He's getting some bounce and some off-cut when he just rolls those fingers across the seam. Doing a wonderful job. There it is, and it bounces. Look at it. Hits the glove. Sean Pollock just lurking behind. Takes the simplest of catches. He's elated, obviously. And the celebrations begin. So that's the 3rd wicket for Lance Klusener. 3 for 10 he's got at the moment. And Martin Suji doesn't get off the mark. Another one who doesn't get off the mark. 5 balls he faced. 120 for 8 now, Kenya.
Peter Ngondo, 9 matches. Average is just 8. Oh, it's gone for the big one. I think he's got it into the gap as well. Oh, that's gone all the way. I thought he mishit that, but that's gone all the way for 6.
Look out, Jonty Rhodes. Just moved into silly point. Nicky Bias flighted one, and then suddenly Peter Ngongo decided to launch, and he launched beautifully. That didn't go too far away from Jonty Rhodes. He hit it very, very well indeed into the crowd. So that is a much-needed boundary for Kenya.
Plays this one through mid-wicket quite nicely. I think he's got enough on that. There's a chase on here. 4 runs. Well, valiant attempt in the end, but it's gone all the way to the boundary. 10 runs from the over so far.
Gary Kirsten was always in trouble there. It was extremely well played. He didn't try and play it too square on the onside and drove through mid-on. He was escorting at Gary Kirsten. He's not the quickest these days. He tagged down the end, but then, unfortunately for him, knocked it back into his body and over the rope it went.
Thomas Adoyo, strike rate of 63. He was dropped a little outside edge off Nicky Boyer.
Oh, he's had a go at this one. It's going to take some catching. Pollock's going to get to it, is he? Oh, it's a big dive, but he didn't quite get there. A good effort by Sean Pollock, actually. He turned big strides. Away he went. And at the end of the day, I don't think he quite got there. Probably winded himself in an effort as he took off, dived full length and didn't quite make it.
He knew that it was always going away from him. I think this hits near it. Well, it's a top edge, but it's a healthy swing, which went a long way in the air. Sean Pollock knew it was always going away from him, kept his eyes on the ball. That would have been the miracle catch of the century. It says it all.
Yes, he's taken a bit of skin off his elbows there. Good commitment though. Bouncing away in the air, and he's dropped it. Well, get a run, guys. Well, 1 minute he's diving full length and winding himself. The next minute he gets a flyer off the edge and drops it.
Well, he's in for the hat-trick. Dropped 2 off 2. This one was a little bit more easy than the one before. That's, well, as slip catches go, regulation. Perhaps just thinking about the ball before. Slightly winded. Oh, no. Down she goes.
That's in the air. This is going to be caught. It's staying up a long time. Down she comes now. Kirsten's got it. Yes, he's taken the catch in the deep. Slightly unorthodox manner of catching, I've got to say, but at the end of the day, Kirsten is pretty safe in the outfield, and he's taken the catch. No trouble at all. Had to go quite a long way.
Timed it well, just didn't pick it. Slightly slower ball. You'll see from Lance Klusener's hand action. Just ran the fingers over it. There you see it, the off-spin action. Just through a fraction quickly, Peter Ngongo. Gary Kirsten kept his eyes on it all the way. It went up many a mile. 9th wicket down. Good catch. 139 for 9.
139 for 9. Klusner having a good time with the ball. He's got 4 for 15. Oh, he's backed away. Oh, this has gone. Oh, this is a Rape the Angels number, this one. It's up there. And, oh, yes, he's got him. That's a very relieved Mark Boucher. Well, he hasn't had the greatest of days, and that's as high as I've seen a cricket ball hit. It just kept going. And Boucher, well, he called, it's mine, and I wonder whether he had second thoughts about that little call. He got there, and he was good as his word.
Get in. He had 3 birthdays while it was in the air. It was up so far. And you always worry about that. Right call for Boucher. You always want the keeper with the gloves to take the initiative, especially in something as high as this. Adoya swings so hard, and it's gone almost off the face of the bat. Skewed a bit in his hands, but it went so high. If that had gone as long as it went high, it was 6 by many a mile, and then just drifted away. And it's a relieved Mark Boucher that comes up with the ball, and they're all out. Kenya, 140.
So here we are, the Kenyan batting card. They won the toss, decided to bat first. One or two of them making a useful contribution. Ravinder Shah is the one that springs to mind. Made 60 today. Barry played pretty well.
He did. He was dropped early on, but he stood up tall. He hit the ball nicely. 7 fours in that innings of 60. The running between the wickets was perhaps a little bit suspect, but all in all, I think he played well. He's got to 50 on quite a few occasions. Hasn't carried on. But for the rest, not a lot of support. Tikola, that was a big wicket for South Africa. He's a class player, but not to be today. And then a little bit of a hiccup at the end where they just lost their way. Sean Pollock, 2 for 15. He'll be pleased with that. And Tini, I think, bowled well. A lot of fire. Jacques Cullis was the disappointment, I guess. Langerfeldt, there's a question mark there. Nicky Boyer also went for a few, but Klusner, the standout. 8 overs, 2 maidens, 4 for 16. Bowled extremely well.
This was as far as the game is concerned. The South African target now 141 in the 50 overs that will be available to them. Their run rate will be 2.82, and they'll begin their innings in about 10 minutes. So we're going to take a break, and we're back to watch the South Africans in a moment. 4 and rest assured, also a pretty good strike rate. Well, that's a good shot. Straight down the ground for 4. Lovely straight drive. Well, Herschel Gibbs was waiting for a delivery that was straight and well pitched up. He got one, and he treated it appropriately.
Lovely feeling as an opening batsman to get away with a 4. Neatly played by Herschel Gibbs.
So the South Africans would be looking to try and get to a good start. It's not easy, just a short session before the luncheon interval.
Worked away leg side, good shot, found the gap, Gary Kirsten. That's something that he's so good at, finding the gap in the field, and it's obviously a sign of a very good player. They'll end up coming back for 3 runs.
So significant about Gary Kirsten's batting is that always able to keep the strike rotated, and that's really the essence of a good partnership, to give your partner as much strike as possible and also take some for yourself.
Just past the second slip, and it's running away nice and fine for 4. So a bit of good fortune there for Herschel Gibbs. Martin Suji will not be very impressed with that. Just past the skipper, Steve Tikolo.
It's a very good delivery by Martin Suji, and Herschel Gibbs looking to have a slash at that. In fact, drive it to the covers in more of a slash, but gets the outside edge.
I suppose it could be said, Ranjit, that that's one of the downfalls of Herschel Gibbs. He doesn't necessarily wait for the out-and-out half volley when he's trying to drive. Nice and fine. Good shot. Herschel Gibbs knew exactly where the fielder wasn't, and he's just tucked it around the corner for 4.
Very well played by Herschel Gibbs. Wasn't too wide down the leg side, just coming to his hips, but he moved across, shuffled that little bit, and got bat on it, realizing that the fine leg was square. It's very well played. A perfect leg glance. Copybook stuff.
Great shot. Really well played by Herschel Gibbs. Slightly short, slightly wide, and punished savagely. End of the over. 8 runs from it. 21 for no loss. Fine shot this time from Gary Kirsten. That's his favourite area. That's where he likes to score his runs. He's going to get a boundary just behind square on the offside.
So Kirsten taking over now. Again, the ball just wide off the off stump. The Kenyan bowlers straying, and Kirsten making no mistake this time. Again, the timing was good, and just stroked it away.
Once again, it's the placement, Ranjit. Men in that region, he knew where he had to go. Such a deep concentrator, Gary Kirsten. Full shot. Just behind square on the leg side. Just past Kevin Barber, the umpire for Zimbabwe. He was a little bit late with his reaction, and it raced away for 4.
It's a shot delivery can work for you and against you, and not when it's that short. It certainly works against you when it's that short. Kirsten very quickly latching onto it, and puts it away for 4.
Good shot. That is a lovely shot. Once again, didn't try and hit it too hard. Overpicked from Thomas Adoyo and just hammered straight back past him for 4.
It's a gentle half volley being dispatched without much effort. And once you hit it past the bowler, you're always in business. The runs are for the asking. Just a gentle push, but once you beat the bowler, it just races through. Nice shot.
Not too much effort from Thomas Adoyo to get that hand down to try and cut it off as it raced past him. So that's the end of the 8th over now. 7 runs off the over in total. 38 for no loss. And it looks like the players are actually now going to take the lunch break. That wide down the leg side has done the trick. Herschel Gibbs has left his helmet in the middle to dry out during the 45-minute break. The Kenyans are trudging back to their change room. They won't be very impressed with the way things have gone today. Losing 2 quick wickets with just 7 runs on the board, and it didn't get any better from there. But South Africa uncontrolled at the moment, Ranjit. Good shot through the covers. There's no one sweeping the offside. We're inside the first 15 overs, of course, so there's got to be 2 men catching and only a couple out. And there's no one in that region, so 4 runs to Gibbs. His 6th boundary. He's not keen on running in this heat.
Just eased it away. Watch how he's seen the first couple spin. Watch the face of the bat. Just opens the face to get it into the gap. It's playing with the turn. You don't only have to do it on the leg side, you can do it on the offside as well.
Gone over the top this time. That's a good shot. Didn't try and hit it too hard, Gary Kirsten. Played it beautifully for 4, so a good finish the over from Gary Kirsten, and overall a very good over for South Africa. 9 runs from that over. The first one over after the lunch break, and they now go to 47 for no loss. That is a fine stroke. Short ball, loosener from Thomas Adoyo, and it just disappears back with a square.
Certainly faster than it came down as well. Absolutely blitzed away. Far too short at this pace.
That boundary brings up the 50 for South Africa, so another good stand between Kirsten and Gibbs to get things going for the home side.
Just a nice little pivot to help it on this way. It's come off the middle. He plays that shot very well indeed, Herschel Gibbs. Just swivels when he plays it.
And he thought about it, but he stayed back and he's launched it. Header for 6. Very good shot.
It's not the worst of deliveries. You could be picky and say it's a fraction short. I think he tried to push it through, but he's not particularly quick through the air, Kareem. But Gibbs just pounced on this, initially going forward, and then just rocked back, picked the bones out of that.
South Africa well ahead. 60 for no loss. Kenya at the same stage were going along miserably, I suppose, at 28 for 3. So South Africa 3 wickets ahead and 32 runs ahead. Need 81 more to get 4 points on the board. Thomas Adoyo again. That is a good shot. That's one of the shots that Gary Kirsten loves to play to the medium paces. Just takes a couple of steps down the track and just whips it straight to mid-wicket.
I don't know who's batting at number 3, but I don't think he's going to get a knock by the looks of things. In good form. Just a little shuffle, shimmy. He knew where he was going. There's only 2 men on the onside that are in the circle.
Outside edge, going down to third man. It would have gone through around about a third slip. Well, I suppose it did go through a third slip position, but there was no one flying at third man, so 4 more runs. Runs coming at will.
Well, there's only one way to go for Kenya. They've got to actually have all the field up. It's no good having half and half, because you just prolong the agony. You might as well have the slips in there for the odd occasion when this happens. One nasty to him. It's going to happen anyway. They're going to get there.
Down the track, that's a good shot. Very good shot indeed from Herschel Gibbs. That's gone all the way into the side screen for 6.
And the 50. It was only a matter of time. Spent a couple of overs looking at the spinners, then the launch. Dancing down the track, very light feet. Bang, straight off the middle. Low, flat, 6.
Full shot, he's hit that well. That's gone for 6. Another good shot from Herschel Gibbs. Bemused look from Morris Odumbi.
Too short. You really can't bowl there to Herschel Gibbs. He plays that shot magnificently. Launches himself into it. Picks up the length so quickly. He's no intention to hit it down. He's going to back himself to beat the boundary, and he does, comfortably.
Through 4 runs. 10 runs off the first 2 balls of this over.
It's almost like he takes a sighter, doesn't he? The first over, we'll have a look at you and play a couple of defensive shots, get you all excited that you're bowling quite well. Second over, carnage.
65 not out now off 51 balls, 9 4s and 3 6s for Gibbs.
Here's the wagon wheel. Nothing through mid-on, but that doesn't matter. He's been scoring so quickly.
There's some through mid-off. That is a glorious stroke. Flighted by Morris Odumbi. Down the track a couple of steps and smashed along the carpet for 4.
Racing along. Not so long ago, they were almost on a par, Kirsten and Gibbs. And then shots like this. A couple of steps down the track. The bat acceleration, tremendous. And it's come off the middle. No chance for the fielder. Absolutely no chance. 6-4-0-4.
14 runs from this over so far. Still 2 balls remaining. Unsurprisingly, mid-off has gone to long off. Down the track. Over mid-on this time. And 6 more runs. What a way to bring up the 100 for South Africa. This is great stuff from Gibbs.
Absolute mauling. Poor Morris Odumbi. He's gone through the offside, he's gone through the leg side, he's gone over mid-on. Second 6 in the over. And like Morris, you've got another couple to go.
That's into the gap, and there's no one back. So they've got fieldsmen up now. They're trying to make something happen, and of course, that being the case, they're conceding a few runs in the outfield, and that's understandable. I think they're doing the right thing.
Just a matter of time, isn't it? So at least they want to get 1 or 2 wickets under the belt here, Kenya. And that's why attacking is probably going to be the only form of defense here. Otherwise, just a matter of time before South Africa get to 141. Great shot. Oh, that's nicely played. That may even go all the way. Just bounce in front of the boundary ropes. Yeah, confirmation. 4 runs. Lovely shot from Gary Kirsten.
Yes, it was. They're certainly dealing with the loose deliveries effectively. Kirsten now on 37. Here's the shot again. Down the wicket he was, quite a long way. Making that into a hittable delivery. Well, that's nicely played. Oh, that's a beautiful back cut. Waited for that one. He's run it away down towards the boundary. It'll be pretty close. Oh, good effort. No, it wasn't. Not quite good enough. Well, absolutely everything was right. The idea was right there. The arm went underneath the ball, unfortunately, so it kept rolling.
Maurice Adumbi, well, full marks here for the effort. Great shot from Kirsten. Waited for it. Angled it just wide of the slip. Watch Maurice Adumbi here. Desperate dive. Just the momentum carrying it over the ropes then. 4 runs. Well, 100% for effort.
He's trying. It's going a long way. It's not going to go quite far enough, though. That's taken him to 48. He could still go to 50 with a 6 if he really gets stuck into it. So Kirsten's starting to have a go now.
Certainly is really trying. Well, there's a big gap there just behind the bowler. It's a very safe shot.
And it's short, and he's pulled it away. Oh, it's nearly taken the umpire with him. It's gone for 4. That's Peter Kirsten's 50. Beautifully played. Correction, it's Gary Kirsten's 50. Beautifully played. And what's more, he's very nearly killed the umpire in the process. He's hooked that one as hard as you could possibly hook a cricket ball, straight at the square leg umpire. And, well, he got out of the way, thankfully, because otherwise he would have prevented a 4. So here it is again. Vijay Wadner, just watch him duck.
Well, he did very well there to get out of the way. Don't blame me for calling him Peter, because that certainly looked like Peter at his best. Top shot. Not a very good delivery, helping himself there in the end, but carried it out very, very well.
He's got 4. That's running down towards the boundary. You can't bowl short to him. There's no doubt about that. He plays the pull shot absolutely magnificently. Gibbs is in good form, and that's good for South Africa.
Tremendous eye. Gibbs just latches onto that so quickly. He's committing suicide bowling short to Herschel Givet, especially at this pace. And Gondo will realise that very soon. So 3 runs required. 173 balls to get them from.
Well, he's hit it all the way down to the boundary. It won't go. It'll bounce away down to the boundary for 4. And that is the end of that. Well, the South Africans have registered yet another 10-wicket victory. They did it against India in '99. They beat Bangladesh by 10 wickets in 2001. And here now in the 2003 World Cup, they've taken the Kenyans to the cleaners.
Convincing victory here, no doubt. Comprehensive. And they did it in style as well, without losing a wicket. 142 in just 21.2 overs. Tremendous effort by the South African openers. Congratulations all round there. Herschel Gibbs getting to 87 in the end, and Gary Kirsten 52. That 87 has just come from 66 deliveries, including 12 4s and 4 magnificent 6s.
So what a good performance by South Africa, chasing that target of 140 Kenya set, 142 for no loss. Herschel Gibbs was absolutely superb, not out on 87 off just 66 deliveries, and Gary Kirsten not out 52, 63. There were some guys behind him, Dippenaar, Callis, Rhodes, Boucher, who might be a little bit dark. They didn't get a bat today. If we look at the Kenyan bowling, well, no one really could stem the throw. Martin Suji went for 5.25. Thomas Adoyo, 5.67. So they were okay, I suppose. But Asif Karam, the 39-year-old, 2 overs, none for 17. Collins Aboy did okay with his leg spinners. Maurice Adumbi got some tap. And Peter Ongondo also got some tap. 7.29 to the over. So Kenya had no answer for the savage batting from South Africa. And if we look at the match summary, Kenya won the toss, elected to bat. 38 overs they were bowled out in. All out for 140 was Ravindu Shah, the only man getting some runs. 60 he got, but Lance Klusener was magnificent with his 4 for 16. And South Africa outstanding. 142 for no loss, with Gibbs and Kirsten having a lot of fun. Man of the match award went to Lance Klusener, which is not surprising, even though Herschel Gibbs and Gary Kirsten got the runs. Lance Klusener 4 for 16 off 8 overs, so he picks up the gold watch.
Well, you've made the runs down in Cape Town, you've come up to Potchefstroom and you've taken the wickets. The all-round ability's going well too. You're happy with everything, I suppose?
Yeah, it's been coming out quite nicely, especially the bowling. On this kind of wicket, there's always a bit of turn and bounce, so it suits my kind of slow rubbish bowling.
And if we look at the points table now, of course, it has changed. This is Pool B. South Africa have gone to the top. They've got 4 points. Their first points for the tournament. Canada at second position at the moment. Sri Lanka after them. The West Indies at number 4. New Zealand at 5. Bangladesh at 6. And Kenya at 7. So the top